This is VASISTA Gayatri Academy. I am Dr. VENUGOPAL. In this video, the very dynamic topic is optimism and pessimism in our life. What is optimism and what is pessimism? Let's have a clear idea about it first. Optimism is nothing but a strong belief that something good will happen, a life will be bright, everything will be happy, easy way of life, take it easy policy. Whereas pessimism is quite opposite to that. He doesn't believe in something happy life, and he sees everything from dark side of life. Whereas the optimist sees bright side of life. So brighter side the optimist will believe in, whereas the pessimist believe in dark side. It means very clearly, to say very clearly, optimist believes in something good, something positive, just like a positive thinker. Whereas optimist believes something negative, something unhappiness. Always he is broody. He expects something bad, something negative in life. What may happen, we don't know. Either a happy life or unhappy life. That way he will be thinking, the pessimist. Whereas the optimist thinks everything from a brighter side, in a dynamic side. Why such type of belief? Optimism, belief in optimism or belief in pessimism? We shall have some idea about it. Why some people are optimists and some people are pessimists. Life is not a bed of roses to all. To some it is a bed of roses, and to some other people it is a bed of thorns. All people cannot be happy. All people are not unhappy also. That all depends upon our character, sometimes destiny, sometimes beyond. We can't say. But anyway, the people will be torn between optimism and pessimism. All that depends upon the circumstances. We shall take some illustration. If you take some illustration, you can understand very clearly what is who is optimist and who is a pessimist. Suppose we take an example of a student. If the student is successful in his examination, he gets very good mark. After educational career, suppose he gets a good appointment and everything happy in his life, job, very good job, no hurdles, no troubles, and in his actual married life, after settling down in life, suppose his married life is also very happy, positive, bright side, then he will be an optimist. Suppose from the beginning onwards, his domestic circumstances are very bad, miserable condition, wretched condition. Suppose he has been born in wretched condition, poor family, hand to mouth life, and his education is also fraught with the troubles, hurdles, and his a career, job is also troublesome, difficult. He will be facing the music in his job career. And after marriage also, suppose in his married life he is very miserable, always some trouble or the other, financially he is facing lot of problems, then automatically he turns to be optimistic. Same is the case with the employee also. Suppose his job is very happy, comfortable, very good location, he will be a great optimist. Suppose his location is in a rural area, troublesome area, where he has no facilities, lot of problems, and problems and troubles with the employer or that organization, and has been amidst a lot of financial problems, then automatically he turns to be pessimist. Something special here is a pessimist can turn to be an optimist, and an optimist can turn to be a pessimist also. How and when? That depends upon the circumstances. Even the priest in the temple who believes in God, who is an optimist, may turn to be a pessimist, an atheist, if the circumstances are most adverse, troublesome, cumbersome. Always he has been facing the music in life. He has been facing financial problems in life. He is unable to feed his own children. Then the priest who has been worshipping God there in the temple, he too may become a pessimist. So that all depends upon the circumstances. Who will generally become as pessimist or an optimist? Shakespeare says, there is a divinity that shapes our ends, else rough hew them how we will. That means there is a divinity that shape our ends. All our ends and our final shape in life will be decided by the divinity. Rough hew them how we will. Whatever trial, whatever attempts, efforts we will be making, that will be nothing before God, before divinity, before destiny. And in some other play, he says, Shakespeare says, it is the stars above us that govern our conditions. Else one self-made and made could not beget such different issues. See, what a surprising thing it is. Same couple, wife and husband, they have begotten two pairs, children. One child has one mentality, another child has another mentality. And that is why Russell says, Bertrand Russell, the French philosopher says, when two persons meet, two worlds will meet. Two worlds will meet. It means that different mentalities, different attitudes, no two persons are one and the same. Like that, here, the very surprising thing is that the pessimist may become an optimist, and optimist may become a pessimist also. Here is a doubt. You may entertain one doubt. Sir, whether man can hold anything here? Manhold, what about the manhold? Yes, manhold is simply nothing. Because, as Shakespeare says, he is a great philosopher. That is why I would like to quote Shakespeare very often. A great thinker, a great philosopher who rose to an occasion amidst a lot of hustle and bustle in life. He faced the actualities of life, and then he has attained to the spiritual knowledge. High mature thinking he has. He says that character is destiny in some situations, and in some situations the destiny is character. What is the meaning of character is destiny? Character is destiny means if your character is good, if you mold your life in a systematic way, in a disciplined way, in a careful way, your destiny will be formed in such a way, depending upon your stature, your character, your discipline, everything. That is manhood, we can say. But the same Shakespeare says in some other context in his novel, in his plays, destiny is character too. Sometimes destiny will decide our character. It is not in our hands. The fate, the destiny alone will decide. Then our character, whether we are a very good person or not, good man or bad man, optimist or pessimist, theist or anti-theist. So this kind of attitude, mental frame will be formulated depending upon the destiny, the fate, and that is the reason why he says that it is the stars above us that govern our conditions. He simply says like that. Optimist and pessimist here. What we have to understand by these two types of personalities is when two persons are meeting, two worlds will meet, two different genres, way of thinking, two ways of attitudes, two ways of propensities will be there. What all we have to do is that we have to be very careful, we have to exercise our practical wisdom to be an optimist. all the times. Come what may, happen what may, let us be optimistic. Let us hope something best, hope for the best in Christianity. People will say, let's hope for the best. Always, as long as we live, we have to hope for the best in our education, in our married life, in our general life, day to day life, in our profession, in all these things, we have to be an optimist. Because sometimes, without our own knowledge, the situations, the circumstances, the environment, or the persons surrounding us will throw us into pessimism. So we have to be very, very careful at every stage so that we become an optimist to survive well, happily in our life and to enjoy peace and bliss in the life, the ultimate aim of life. This is what we have to know about pessimism and optimism in soft skill topic. Thank you very much for watching. Very nice meeting.